Well, hi there everyone, Ben here, and we're back playing Feed the Beast Monster. I'm back up on top of my tree because I have been playing around with my filler. And I have been working on the causeway. You can see it's getting there. It's coming up from down here, and then I'm having to snake up and down to get up the mountain. So I've had to build this side out a little bit and just prettify up the corner a little bit, as I like to do. So let's go off up into the tower and see what else has been going on. Because guess what I've been doing? You'll never guess. I've been playing with my sorting system. Yep, it is a never-ending fight at the minute. And guess what the problem is? It is Geostrata. Yep, I am still getting through lots and lots of different types of cobblestone, and they are quickly filling up my chests. So what have I done? I have made the route go even longer. So now, instead of it being over there, this whole row of chests is Geostrata stuff, and is already getting pretty full. Chisels over here. The dump chest is down here, and the dump chest is here even, and the one that gets rid of the cobble is there. What else? Well, I have been over here, once again playing with my filler. Fillers are very dangerous things, and I have got this to this stage. Okay, it's a nice little courtyard area, and I've built this little walkway along the back, which just leads to this little side wall, which doesn't actually go anywhere yet. But that's fine, that's all for the future. What we're interested in now is what I want to do down here. And I think it is just about time that we got started with forestry. The problem is that we have all these different systems, all of which need large amounts of charcoal to run. And the only way I'm getting charcoal is chopping down trees. And I'm getting to the stage where I've nearly actually cleared most of the big trees on this hill. So, with forestry we can build a multi-farm, and that multi-farm can automatically grow and harvest trees for us. And that should solve all of our fuel problems. So, I'm just going to get all the bits together to make a start on that, and I'll see you when I'm ready. Okay, we've got all our stuff together. So, to get started with this, the first thing that we need is the thermionic fabricator. Now, it, like a lot of the machines in forestry, requires bronze. Now, luckily, bronze is really easy to make. You just need some tin and 3 pieces of copper arranged like that, and you get bronze ingots. We're going to need 8 of those. We are going to need 8 of those arranged in a circle like this to make a sturdy casing. This is the heart of a lot of forestry's machines. Take this, surround it with glass and a chest on the bottom, and gold in the corners, and you get the thermionic fabricator. Okay, this is a very useful machine. Basically, it melts glass onto ingots and makes electron cubes. Tubes. So let's go and plop this down. Now, what we need these tubes for are the farm blocks. Here are the farm blocks. As you can see, it needs tin electron cubes, which are made, I'm going to say cubes every time, tin electron tubes, which are made from tin and redstone. So let us pop this down right here, next to the pipe. And you can see it starts to charge up. It needs glass over here in this slot to melt, onto the items. It needs tin arranged in that pattern, and this area is a chest, and redstone just there, and you can see we get tin electron tubes. Now we are going to need 36 of these. There we go. Now the one thing that I should note is that as long as this thing is plugged in, it is going to keep draining power, and very quickly. So if you're not using it and there is no on-off switch, it's a very, very good idea when you're done to dig the thing up and put it away safely until the next time you want to use it. Now, and who's there? Anybody at my door? Nope. The farm blocks. Here are the farm blocks. They are just tin electron tubes surrounded by slabs, copper, and a stone brick block. So we are going to need to make up 72 jungle wood planks, which I don't quite have enough jungle wood for. And we are also going to need 72 pieces of copper. That's more than enough. So we need a bit more copper. So, electron tube, stone bricks, copper, and slabs gets you the farm block. "36 of them. So these are the basic block to make the multi-farm. But you need a few more things. You need a farm gearbox. This is what lets you put power into the farm, and it takes tin gears, which are just iron and tin. We are going to need just a touch more of the old tin. So iron in the middle, tin around the outside gets you tin gears, and I'm going to make up a few of these because I know I need them. So farm block and 3 tin blocks beneath it makes up a farm gearbox. We can get power into it. We also need the farm hatch. That needs a trap door. This is what allows us to put items in and take items out of the multi-farm. Gear on either side, block on the top, and we have a farm hatch. And the final thing we need, your crops need some water, and water gets in through the farm valve. That's a tin gear and some glass and your block. And there we go. We now have everything we need to make the multi-farm. So I'm just going to go to bed until morning so I don't get a creeper blowing me up, and I shall see you down in the courtyard. Okay, and here we are down in the courtyard, and you can see I have set out, with the use of this gravel, about where I want it to go. And this is where the multi-farm is going to go. I'm actually going to put it right into a wall. Okay? So, let us decide exactly how to do this. Now, the first thing is, we need to get water into it, and I'm going to give it its very own aqueous accumulator, which I have right here. That is going to go in the middle, with a water bucket either side. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this thing now has infinite water, which it will feed the farm. And on top of that, we need to place the farm valve, which is where the water gets into the farm. On these back two walls I'm going to place the gearbox, and since I generate power on the right, I'll put it on the right, and the hatch, which can go on the left. So if I do need to get into them, I can just come through this cobblestone wall. Now the multi-farm is a multi-block. It comes in various sizes. I'm making a 3x3. You can do 3x4 or 4x4. So you have a 3x3 base, and all of the farms are 4 tall. That's why we needed 36 bricks. So one more layer on this. Why has that jumped into my hand? And there we go. And when you've got it right, in a second when it updates, come along farm. There you go. You get this little black band appears on the second row down. Now the only rule is you can't put the valves and the gearboxes and stuff on this second row down. Apart from that, I could have buried that even deeper. But that's fine as it is, and here is the multi-farm. You can see it is set automatically to manage trees. You have to tell it if you want it to do anything else. And what it does is it takes in dirt and saplings and outputs their products. It needs water, it needs power, it needs fertiliser. So 1 second and I shall go and get those. Okay, so I have all of my stuff together. Now, one thing that you do need to power the farm is fertiliser. And the best way to make fertiliser is from this, apatite. Now, in my diggings I have got quite a lot of this, well over a stack of the stuff. And it makes a lot of fertiliser. You take one piece of it, surround it with 2 pieces of sand, you get 8 pieces of fertiliser. So that is a stack of the stuff. Okay, let's go back down to the farm. Now, something you may have been wondering is, how does the farm know where to do its farming? And the answer is, it farms in a circle around itself. Which is why it's a bit of a shame that I've had to put it up against a wall. But this farm will farm out in a row 4 each side. Okay, put it up against a wall is simply to save room. It would be perfectly very good to put it right out in the middle. And how does it know to farm, where to farm, or where you want it? Well, you have to place stone bricks where you actually want it to do the farming. And I might not have enough to do the whole thing, in which case I shall have to come back. There we go, like that. So open it up, the fertiliser goes in the fertiliser slot, dirt, if you shift click it goes automatically where it needs to, and saplings. Now it is still missing one thing, and that thing, I don't know if you can see, water is supplied, so I don't know why it says that. What it needs is power. Now power is going to, there goes my pickaxe. 1 second. So yes, this thing needs power, and I put its gearbox in the back corner down here. There it is. Now I have made up a load of the leadstone energy conduit. Here it is. Just to hook this up. Again, most things will connect up using this conduit. And I can tidy that back in again later. Now what am I going to use to power it? Well, for now, I'm going to use this, my spare energy cube, which I used for the filler. Let's get this, and let's stick it on the other end of this, and we want to set the back face, which is this face here, to be red. And it starts to work immediately. It plants the earth as humus. If I put the overlay on, humus, forestry for Minecraft, and it plants the trees out on it. Now, it will continue to do that until it's filled them all or it runs out of trees. And it will wait for them to grow. And when they have grown, it will chop them down, and whatever it chops down will appear down here, so you'll get all the wood. Any saplings that drop go back into the system and get replanted. You can see it doesn't take up a lot of fertiliser. It's used about half of one to do the entire thing, so it will last a very long time. And the other good thing is that this thing only actually drains power when it's doing something, so when it's planting or when it's chopping something down. And that is the farm. We can leave this to do its thing for a while, and when we come back we should have plenty of charcoal. So I shall see you after it's done a little bit of work. Okay, so welcome back to the tree farm, where you can see things are starting to happen. Trees are growing, and if you wait for just a second, you should see, as soon as it notices that the tree is there. There we go. The tree starts to be chopped down, and it gets chopped down really, really quickly. Okay, and I've left it for a little while. You can see that we've got 53 jungle wood already, some cocoa beans, an apple, and a bit. The fertiliser is still only on its first one. You can see the jungle saplings are coming in. There's still plenty of dirt. And if we come over here, this thing is still actually pretty much full. It's not going to run out for a really long time. I've been spending a little bit of time, there goes another one, prettifying this place up. Let's wait for it to go. And there she's gone. So yeah, I've spent a little bit of time prettifying this place up, just putting back walls in, putting these steps in. So that'll be something else I shall be doing for next time. But we have a steady supply of wood now, which I don't have to worry about, so we can start concentrating on other things. And I shall see you next time.